Welcome in to another episode of the Morning Drive. I am being the comedian, man. On today's show, we got a lot to get into, man. A lot of great topics. We got D on the line. We got Bobby Wright on the line, and hold on. And once again, fucking StreamYard is giving me a hard time today, man. I don't understand this shit. 1 second. I'm sorry. Take two. No, but we got a lot to talk about today, man. We're gonna get into it. So stay tuned, man. We're gonna get into all that and more on today's episode of the Morning Drive.
Every morning, you know we get live. It's the morning drive. 6 to 8, you know we catch a vibe. It's the morning drive. Thank God for keeping me alive. It's the morning drive. It's the morning drive. Yeah, it's the morning drive. Every morning, you know we get live. It's the morning drive. 6 to 8, you know we catch a vibe. It's the morning drive. Thank God for keeping me alive. It's the morning drive. It's the morning drive, yeah, it's the morning drive. Wanna welcome y'all to the morning drive. Just sit back and enjoy the vibe. From Monday to Friday, B's and B right, they record live. They've been going crazy ever since they arrived on the premises. Gotta love the fact that they promoting black-owned businesses. B right starting and trolling, Beans got the viral video. Any celebrity news, they gon' let the whole city know. Make them laugh so loud, bet they got the whole city woke. Reaching people around the world, not just rocking with city folk. Wake up feeling good, gotta get them jitters off me. Show come on at 6, make sure you get your cup of coffee. Not talk about no seatbelts when I say I hope you strapped in. You don't wanna miss this show, so I hope you tapped in. Every morning you know we get live. It's the morning drive. 6 to 8, you know we catch a vibe. It's the morning drive. Thank God for keeping me alive. It's the morning drive. It's the morning drive, yeah, it's the morning drive. Every morning you know we get live. It's the morning drive. 6 to 8, you know we catch a vibe. It's the morning drive. Thank God for keeping me alive. It's the morning drive. It's the morning drive, yeah, it's the morning drive.
Hey.
See, right there, we need to do a new intro with D dancing. What up?
Oh, you said I had no rhythm though.
Yeah, it's better than those same clips going back and forth over and over again.
What?
See that?
I'm cranky. I was up late. I was at the hideaway again. I'm sorry.
Okay.
How'd your set go? Anyway, I saw your message. You got off stage about midnight something. How'd it go?
I just got off stage 5 minutes ago.
How bad? Well, after about 30 poets.
It was 45 poets. It was 60 rap artists, 25 comedians. We're gonna talk about it. Good morning, everybody. Today is April 17th, 2024, Wednesday. Wacky Wednesday.
I thought you said wetness day.
It is. It's gonna be a rainy day.
Outside.
It's gonna be a rainy day, everybody. Good morning, Bands. Good morning, D.
Morning.
My mind was straight to the gut. I just want you to know that.
Wednesday.
Me too. That's what I was like.
Okay, well let's start the day.
There's a D in there. Wedness day.
Wetness. I'm from Mississippi too.
Surely.
Yeah, my mind went immediately.
My mind's telling me hoes.
Yeah, man, we got a dope show today, man. I can't really get into it. I actually got some rest last night. Can you believe that shit?
You are all alone. I did not. But I'm here.
Some really good rest last night, man. I'm excited about it. I'm energized. I'm ready to do it.
All right, well, quarterback your ship. You said you needed some sativa?
No, I was wondering if I turned my TV on, if I would have better lighting. I know that one of y'all, I think that was you, BB Wright talking stuff about me sitting up in my dark room all the time, even though it's not really dark.
That's a big ass TV.
Yes.
BB Wright.
BB Wright. You over there looking like that TV is huge, D, in comparison to you. The lighting was cool yesterday. It was like right on you, so you're perfectly fine.
Oh, really?
Okay.
The TV was a Christmas present to Dude from the Cafe.
That is a big ass TV.
How big is the TV?
And it's ready for Tubi.
Like 80 something.
80 something.
Yeah.
All right, so morning drivers, I hope you tuned in. We already 6 minutes after the hour. Last night I was at the Hideaway again. That might have the last time might have been the last.
Talk about it.
The last time might have been the last time. That's the theme of today. When the last time is the last time.
The last time should have been the last time.
True. I gave it another shot because it was a different producer. So if you're not familiar, a couple weeks ago, D and Dude from the Cafe showed up to the Hideaway to support. They knew I was going to be doing a setup there or hosting. That time I was co-hosting, and the place was not conducive for comedy. So last night they said, we see your unconduciveness and we're going to raise you. Ratchetness.
If I may interject for you guys who may remember, this is the place we talked about with the pig in the middle of the floor and the man whose whole ass was out, who was eating a chicken wing.
At the pool.
With the chessboard on top of the amp that had the Soul Train letter signs on it. That was the place. Yeah.
Eclectic.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. I forgot about the chicken wing. So he was not only was his ass out playing pool, but he was also eating chicken.
Yeah.
A chicken wing, yeah.
And it wasn't just a crack beans. This wasn't like a plumber situation. This was more so like I'm a moon you situation.
But walking around with it.
Yeah, ass out, tooted up.
Was he a big dude?
Oh, no, medium-sized guy. You know, he should have felt it.
Okay.
Yeah, so if y'all just tuning in, we're talking about the Hideaway experience. Last night, my boy Ray Ski, the comedian, who I really like. I really like Ski. But it's the morning drive, and we got to talk about it. Shit, he maybe need to work on his hosting skills a little bit better. Maybe even work on his show producing skills a little bit better, because there's no way in hell you should have that many acts on a Tuesday night. So
I'm new to show business. I don't even know if I'm in show business. So show business adjacent. So for the layperson like me, what's a producer?
Well, the producer of the show is the person who gets the venue, gets the acts, basically in local production. The producer does everything. He didn't have to host it, but he was also the host. So this was something that fell under his umbrella. It was a deal that he got set up with the Hideaway. So he's the person that got the acts and put everything together.
I'm a producer of my Monday night. Basically.
Yeah.
I'm a producer 5 nights a week.
Right. You're basically the producer. Well, in Lero's case, and if y'all don't have anything to do tonight, 2911 East 79th Street tonight is comedy and karaoke at Urban Lux Cafe. But Lero is the producer of that particular show. You're the venue.
Right. Okay. Got it.
Okay. So that's just a total breakdown of it. So the Hideaway last night was the venue. Ray Ski was the producer of the show. I wish that I could name. When you can't name all of the acts by memory, too many acts.
Really?
I can't even name everybody that touched that stage last night. You had rappers, you had poets, you had comedians, you had drunk comedians. It was crazy.
What did the flyer say? Did the flyer say open mic? Did it say comedy? I can't remember. The flyer was also a lot. So I couldn't really hone in on what it was supposed to be. I just knew that you would be there, but it was too much to even really look at. What was the expectation? I saw tacos and tequila.
Benz, you okay, man? We on part 2?
Nah, I'm having something's going on with my computer, man. I can't. It's like it's frozen. Can y'all still hear me and see me?
No,
We
we
can
can
see
still
you.
hear you. I was just referring to the fact that you sneezed 1,000 times in a row yesterday consecutively.
Oh,
And then just now, it sounded like whatever you had left from yesterday was trying to come out. So I was just making sure I was checking on your well-being. It's a wellness check.
oh, okay. Oh yeah, I'm straight.
Okay, we know you're heterosexual. Just want to make sure that you are.
Yeah, yeah.
For sure.
No, I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good.
For sure. I can't believe I still got my wits. I was up so late last night messing around with the hideaway. Morning drivers, thank you for tuning in. D, thank you, and Dude from the Cafe for trying it one more time. I never want to see y'all there again.
And you never will. I just want to say this. I'm too old for this. Number one.
All right, Danny Glover.
I am. I'll beat Danielle Glover. Dude from the cafe looked at me, and we both said this maybe last time we were there. He looked at me, he said, how did we get here? Because we don't club, we don't, who's done that? We've not done that in 20-some years, okay? How does owning and operating a cafe, right, correlate, evolve to this? Being here. And why, just because you're in a lounge, what is the place? Is it a bar? Is it a lounge? Is it a club? I don't know.
I honestly think it is, I saw it on Sonic the Hedgehog, a labyrinth zone. I think it's a labyrinth zone.
A labyrinth?
I don't even know what a labyrinth or a labyrinth zone is.
What is that?
Is it a labyrinth like a maze or a puzzle?
There you go.
Oh, yeah. From the pig to the Buddha in the fire pit, this lit by indigo lighting, and it's a lot. It's a labyrinth.
Was the pig there again?
Yeah,
The pig actually, you know what? While I was there, the pig left and came back. I was like, I was
going to say that. It was repositioned. It was weird. Yes. Like it was watching people or something.
Bro.
Okay, so
I sat in the corner damn near the whole night. I just sat in the corner like this the whole night.
You did. You did. I was worried about you. So you have a DJ. You have a DJ, and that's fine, right? And I don't know if it's because I'm old ears, the cranky old lady, fine. Do the music have to be that loud? It's so loud.
Super loud. Hey, Morning Drive. If you're just tuning in, we are talking about the comedy show that took place at the Hideaway last night in Calumet City, Illinois, that I was booked on and a few others. And D and I are clearly too old for this shit.
Too old for that shit. So the music is so loud. And if you deal with that, it's like, okay, you're at a bar, club, labyrinth, fine. Loud music. Okay. Being in the show business, maybe you guys can explain this to me. What is the benefit, rhyme, or reason to why every 2 seconds there's the air horn? Burr, 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 burr. If you gain acceptance that this music is going and it's loud, and it may or may not be the best choice of music, as soon as you decide to start vibing, like, okay, and enjoy it, 2 to 3 seconds, burr, 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 burr. What is the reason for that?
I you know what? I see your burr, 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 during the music, and I raise you burr,
DJ
burr, 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 during the comics. He was doing the prom during the comedians.
You lying? Because I never saw. Oh, I did see 2 comedians. What?
Yes. If a comedian said that, would have scared the shit out of me if I was on stage and I said like a clever punchline, and then you hit me with that horn.
Yeah.
Like, this is not that. Like,
who's doing that? Why would they do that?
But you know what?
I don't like when the DJ just playing shit or just doing random shit during my set unless I told you
to do it.
What to do it, right?
Yeah.
Like, don't fuck with my set, bro, because I'll beat your ass.
As you should. As you should.
I question people's intelligence quotient, man. I question people's IQ when it comes to comedy shows, because when it comes to a comedy show, that's what it is. It's a comedy show. I didn't know yesterday that I was about to be part of a variety show. I felt like that's what that was. But I still think that it could have been quarterbacked a little bit better. It was loud as shit. My boy Ray Ski walking through. He loud. The DJ
Listen,
loud.
that was my last grievance. I have to get out. I'm sorry. I didn't even see him. I didn't see him. I thought it was a DJ. So I was pissed off at the loud music. I was so pissed off at the burn. Okay. And then I'm like, the DJ is talking his ass off through the whole music. He won't shut up. I'm like, whoever booked this DJ, thank you so much, baby. Whoever booked this DJ, he's so excited to have a gig. He's going to talk through the whole music. And then I look and it's the guy walking around with the mic. I'm like, oh, he's some MC, some host. Somebody gave this guy a mic. And not only is he just talking, the mic itself, the volume was so loud. It was so freaking loud. I couldn't even believe it. And then the mic is so loud, the music is so loud, then the guy is screaming in the mic. Y'all at the what's the place called? I know it's a hideaway and a hideout. I get them confused. I don't know. Y'all at the motherfucking hideaway in this bitch. What the fuck? You know, screaming and hollering the whole night. And then we'll stand next to you. How you doing in this motherfucker? Screaming in your ear in the loud mic. I wanted.
Wait a minute. So,
I'm not a violent person.
He was supposed to be the MC or the host.
Yeah, he was. Well, listen, right. And I instantly was like, I don't like this dude. Like, I really wanted to be violent. Like, and I'm not a violent person. I just did not like him. And then, Bobby, you came. And first of all, right before you came, he walks his ass around near our table. And Virgil knew I was complaining about this little dude and everything. I'm like, this motherfucker, I'm telling you. Ooh, I was mad. Then as soon as dude walk over on some bro code shit, he walked past. And the music loud, dude, look at us, Virgil sitting there like this. You know, I said, don't encourage him, bobbing your damn head like he's doing a good job and shit. He came over here. Oh, I was so mad at Virgil. I was so mad. Like, don't make eye contact with him. Then you got there and you knew, dude. Of course you did, but I heard you say his name. Whatever his name is, won't have to say it. But I just saw him. Good morning, Alan. I just saw him on the Facebook page.
We finally got some people that's woke. Alan, if you just, thank you so much for tuning in. And thank you, Morning Drivers, if you haven't commented yet. Right now, we're talking about the comedy show / poetry jam / deaf music concert. And we're not saying deaf music concert in reference to deaf.
Motherfuckers.
We talking about we might be actually fucking deaf this morning. This is crazy.
Yeah.
How the fuck y'all doing in this bitch? Just loud.
Yeah.
So last night, finish what you were saying, D.
You say his name. I'm like, oh, you're so and so, because I just saw you interacting ever so kindly and subtly on the Facebook. He's like, hey, bro, you're gonna be at Urban Loves Cafe. I'm gonna come through. So I'm like, oh, that would be nice. I'm D. I'll await your presence. I'm happy to meet you. He was so cool on Facebook. And I hated him so much right there in that moment. You know what I mean? Now I'm thinking, well, shit. Do I want to give him a mic when he come up in that motherfucker? So the last thing I want to say before I'm done with this, he literally, now, their behavior there was the same as last time, but worse because it was a teach more people there and the crowd was way younger. So it was so buck wild and loud and twerking on each other and doing all this crazy stuff there, right? So loud. So the host, your boy, was walking around in the microphone saying, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up.
You know, when I finally got on stage, I did act out. I did his act out of him doing that, D.
He was doing that shit. And he even mentioned it's elders here or whatever, because I'm sure it was people's grandmamas there.
That's the crazy part. In the midst of all of the ratchetness last night, and D, thank you again so much for being a soldier and coming out. I never want to see you there again. The fact that it was 1 million young people and like 3 or 4 elders in the building, you would have thought they would have turned down that ratchetness just a little. No, they did not. It actually got turned up a little.
It did a lot. It was grandmama's there. I saw the white hair twisted up in buns and shit, and they were walking in. It was grandmama's.
She really enjoyed my set. I think I did a pretty good job. You know, I had to go last, dude.
You were last?
No.
I had to go
he
last.
Didn't tell you would be last? He never told you that up front.
When I was sitting in that corner over there, he said, "Hey, bro, it's 3 or 4 people in front of you." It turned out to be 7 or 8 people in front of me. And it was really weird. But I did go up there. I think I did a good job. I made a lot of contacts last night after I got off the stage, who I'm gonna reach out to this morning. So it's never a ultimate fail. And I got a good laugh off the fact that the brother that went up there to rap, he had that one strong fan that knew all the lyrics. That was so fun.
Okay, so that's what's up. And so then when that happened, okay, so the dude was rapping. He was introduced by the MC as an artist, and I want to talk about it too. Is that what rappers are called now? Because they said next up we have an artist. I'm like, ooh, live painting. This is a variety show. Here comes
live painting.
Live painting. Well, we do that at the cafe during our variety shows. You could have anything. It was a rapper, saggy pants and locks. His girl was right in front of him. Ooh. Yeah, bitch, motherfucker. She had the phone in the motherfucker. Fuck. Yeah, bitch. She was just so loud. And she was ride or die.
Wait, hold on. Wait. She was doing what?
She was the only one. Everybody else was talking amongst themselves, right? And he was performing his heart out. She was right at the tip of the stage. Yeah, bitch. Motherfucker. Fuck. With that bitch. And it was just her. Like top tier fan. And
Morning Drivers, I wish I could have seen this.
Oh, it was so loud. It was so loud. She was just so hyped up. I looked at Virgil and I said, and BB Wright asked a question. Why is it that you pay no fucking bills, but when you split the fuck up, you won't have? This is why motherfuckers be shooting in the motherfucking gym. When you don't have shit else, not a single other fan. We know all your motherfucking lyrics. You sound like shit. And we make you out and make you feel like a fucking superstar.
Man, y'all got deep colors this morning.
Huh. That's why.
Hey, morning drivers. Good morning, Ed. Good morning, dude from the cafe. Mr. Semi Ghetto.
Just a little bit.
Yeah, bitch. Motherfucker.
bitch. What the fuck?
I didn't know what the fuck was going on last night. I was so confused.
Yeah, bitch.
Normally I prepare. Like normally I prepare. I'll be like, okay, I got to do a set tonight. I have this much time allotted to do my set. This is what I'm going to do. I did none of that because I knew that this was a situation that I could not be prepared for. No matter how hard I try, I knew that I could not be prepared for what took place last night. I couldn't be prepared for a co-hosting gig with the homeboy C-Mac a few weeks ago.
Okay.
Here's the thing.
Yo, Two-Face.
I have been to the place before, right? It is what it is. I'm not a prude. I can get along with anybody. I can see the good in most things and most people. So I went to that place knowing what it was. I can appreciate the pig and the Buddha in the fire pit lit by indigo. I'm good with that. And it might possibly be some thongs, hung up in the corner. Did you peep that? I didn't peep
the thongs, but I was by the bar. The girl was twerking and she had on some jeans. And I ain't gonna lie, when somebody twerking, you kind of look at that ass, and she had a doo-doo stain, and that shit fucked me up a little bit. I ain't gonna lie.
Okay.
Was it the 3 girls who was working on each other?
No. They were safe, but it was a girl who came in a little late, and she was like adjacent to me at the bar, and the guy was going to go pick up her phone charger, and she thought that he was trying to like approach her, so she started doing like this little jig. And next thing I know, she started tooting that ass up. And I look over, she had like some ice wash denim jeans on. You know, those are pretty light. And I look over to my left, and I seen the doodle stain, y'all. I'm like, ooh.
Okay, so to have a doodle stain through jeans, I'm inclined to believe it's probably she had perioded it on herself.
That's a possibility. She also has poor vision.
Yeah. Yeah.
Biz with the sound effects is killing me.
Yeah, so For me, going
Still
into this,
look,
because
still
I've
look.
been there before with the CMAC event, I knew what it was, right? So I could deal with it. So the thing for me that was unforgivable and intolerable, that makes me I can't go there anymore, was the noise level. Yeah.
It was loud as
hell. So this is the same venue, but two different
producers
doing it. Okay, all right.
Yeah, and I think two different DJs too, for sure.
But you know what? I cannot blame the Hideaway for this. I blame our associations for this.
I'm going to blame the venue as well. You have fucking control over your shit.
It's not the venue's fault. It's going to fall on the producer. So say, for instance, if I put on a show at Riddles and Alsop or at Urban Lux Cafe, 9 times out of 10 at those places, which are conducive for stage because there's no television in the main room, all people can do is focus on that stage area.
Right.
But I have seen successful shows get done in places like the Hideaway because the caliber of people that you bring out, the caliber of people that you associate with, are going to come out and respect what the fuck you got going on. Last night, that was not it. Doodoo Brown, don't stop, get it.
But as a venue owner, you must use discernment. Do you know how many requests I get per day? We want to rent your spot out. Can we do a show there? I do my fucking diligence. So far, thankfully, we're batting 1,000, right? But one could, I'm gonna knock on wood that it don't. One could one day maybe slip through where I'm like, oh shit. But all money isn't good money, and so you have to use discernment in who you give your shit to.
The owner was the guy that was making the drinks behind the bar. You know that, right?
Yeah, I figured that. Yeah, and I might be the one making sandwiches and coffee and shit. But I discussed it.
I got on stage. I said, "Hey, bartender / owner, nice venue." I said, "You're not even trying to get a bartender. You ain't trying to spend no money in this motherfucker." I just start fucking with people. By the time I got up there, I fucked with the entire room.
Oh, you fucked with me where I was back there being a fucking barista, talking shit about my belly ring and shit.
I was being mean about it last night, though. Say that for the people in the bag. All money, not good money. All money, not good money. That's a true statement.
It's not. You can't just be renting out your shit. I understand you want foot traffic. I understand you want visibility. I understand you want to attract a crowd to slang your drinks and shit like that. But you don't want ratchetness. And even the other thing, like the noise level being just so fucking crazy, like jarring. I left there with a fucking headache between a dude screaming and me. It was really, really bad. My ears, my head was ringing, and I'm not an old biddy that's just like, oh, that noise. It was
I can still hear it right now. If I don't call Top Dog Law today, then I made a mistake because I'm suing.
We're gonna do a class action lawsuit.
I'm suing.
Make some motherfucking noise, bitch ass niggas.
Yeah.
Make some motherfucking noise in here, bitch.
I can't hear shit. Yeah. As a venue owner, though, I will, and he should have been like, hey, bro, can we turn that down a bit? You know what I mean? Things like that are within your controls. Vetting your producers or who's renting a spot out, that's within your controls.
Yeah, and let's talk about comedy shows. Morning Drive, 6:39 a.m., 39 minutes after the hour. We are all sleepy except for Beans today, which is very weird. So this is like the Twilight Zone.
Ain't it?
If you're gonna put together a comedy show, it does not have to be a fucking big jam show. It doesn't have to be a concert. Just do a comedy show. It don't have to be a big jam concert.
Right.
And that's the first one.
This isn't his first time hosting, but this is his first actual production.
So maybe he was like, I'm gonna bring all my friends.
Yeah, and here go the funny part though, because I talked to him after the show. I said, Ski. I said, there's a lot of comics, man. And I said, I didn't go up until everybody was damn near gone. So it was like a skeleton crew of an audience. I said, here's what you should do. I said, if you got experienced comics in the room, because I'm not saying I'm great, I'm not saying I'm the best. I just know I was more experienced than some of the people that went up when the bulk of the audience was still there. I said, you should reverse the lineup, man, if you got this many people on the show. Because that shit was not a compliment that I got to go last night.
Right. That's what I hate so much, bro. It was like, especially like in open mics and shit like that, you go to these rooms and they put you up last when everybody is gone. Pick me up in the middle when motherfuckers is there and watching the show. Don't pick me up at last when motherfuckers is gone and drunk and not giving a fuck no more. Because I don't give a fuck who there, who go up. There's only so many laughs you gonna get out of a crowd. And that's why when these headliners come up, they be picky on who is their feature because they don't want them to get laughed out before they go up.
Not only that, it was just more so like it's just. And the first thing I said when I got on stage and I touched the mic, I gave a shout out to Ski, but I was like, I hope y'all enjoyed this fucking telethon that we're doing in here tonight, because that's what the shit felt like. Felt like a Jerry Lewis telethon. Maybe he thought save the best for last, not knowing the crowd was going to leave. That's what he thought, Ed, and I think that he thought that in order for me to get the respect that I was due, and I love this brother. I love Ski, straight up. And no disrespect to him as a human being, but all the disrespect in the world to him as a show producer and host. Let's just
and microphone holder.
That shit was horrible. Shit, I was outside. I tried to go get some air. This nigga came right behind me. Oh, y'all motherfuckers! Oh, whoa, nigga, I'm outside. Nigga, let me go out. Go back.
Shut the fuck up! Shut the fuck up!
A couple weeks ago, I told you, Marlon Mitchell, I pulled up to Darren's, and so as soon as he went in, they know Marlon Mitchell. Normally he'll probably be the one who would go last. But I told him, I said, hey, you just let me know whenever you ready to go up, and I'll pick you up. And I got him up when it was, the bulk of or the peak of the night. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, that's good show management, man. And I think that's what it boils down to. How are you managing your show? T. Scales performing in front of the owner and the janitor after the mob left. That's pretty much what went on. I mean, it was still like a significant amount of people there last night when I went up. But I even told them, I said, I know y'all motherfuckers so tired of fake laughing and fake clapping. And I was still able to get them. But I was like, I shouldn't have to work this hard on stage. The security guard really enjoyed the set. He stopped me before I left. And he was overly frisking last night. I hit an over frisker for some people.
Yeah, the frisker that be at or security that be at Bartender on Wednesdays, that nigga gave me a hernia check.
I never go back to bartender doors. That motherfucker, the security guard over at Leon Rogers spot, he frisked me for a bit. He jacked me off. I'm like, nigga, what the fuck are you doing, nigga?
He talk about turn your head and cough.
Security.
He did turn your head and cough. Wait a minute.
No, that I mean, I appreciate good security, but I don't like over security. And when a motherfucker try to go underneath my stomach and start touching my pubic area, you've gone too far, sir.
Yeah. And look, it was 43 after the hour, man. I do want to run through these stories real quick.
Yeah, we on one. I'm done talking about it. I'm done talking about how.
Okay. We get D cut in the morning. We get Bobby frustrated. It's a lot.
I'll bring it back up in 7 minutes. But go ahead, Baines.
All right.
Celebrity news on the morning drive.
Bow, chicka, bow.
Quavo, so I want to start the news off with some positive news, okay? For once, Quavo from Migos, man. He got an event that he do every summer, a celebrity football game. That's supposed to be like a charity event for the kids and stuff like that. But now this year, along with the football game, it's a basketball game as well. So, also along with that, he's launching this social impact hub, which is like a kind of like an event space for kids and stuff to go in and get off the streets and do some positive shit. and all that supported by the Hawks and the Falcons and the man's offensive line. So I think it's dope that he's doing something like this for the kids and the youth and shit like that, especially since Takeoff got shot. It's he been doing this for 6 years, so this ain't nothing new. But
I didn't know much about it.
it just add a different element to the event. So I think it's dope.
No, it's dope. You know what that's remind me of? Back in the day, I don't know if you remember bands because you might not have been born yet. Do you remember Rockin' Jock on MTV?
I remember that name. I didn't watch that show.
I forgot you're not really tapped in on the sports side, but Rockin' Jock used to be a thing that came on MTV, and it used to be something I always look forward to because they have like different sporting events. Primarily they did the softball event. So you had Nelly out there playing with somebody like Ken Griffey Jr. So it was like a combination between musical stars and well, actually, yeah, musical stars and actual athletes. And I think ain't nothing new under the sun. I'm happy that he's doing this, but I love to see if it's televised. And if they playing basketball, I want to see if J. Cole and Chris Breezy gonna come out and play because those brothers could hoop.
Yeah, fuck J. Cole. I'm still in the fuck J. Cole train.
Because he apologized?
No, not because he apologized. Because why did you apologize? You apologize. A nigga dissed you, and you diss him back, and you apologize. That's dumb.
Did he say why he apologized? I still don't have. I mean, I don't know. Did he say why he apologized? If he apologized because he's like, hey, I'm a grown man. We're adults. I don't feel as though I was in what I feel to be in my most professional, highest and best self light. That's not how I conduct myself. I apologize. I think that's manhood. That's an adult behavior.
Fuck that.
How you gonna say fuck that? You want the whole goddamn apology tour for 2 weeks?
That's different. That's different.
How's it different?
Bobby, if you punch me in my face and then I hit you back, and then I apologize for hitting you back, that don't make sense to me.
But what makes a lot of sense, excuse me, I'm still trying to wake up. What makes a lot of sense is J. Cole, if something's not sitting right with your spirit, then let it go.
Do what you have to do to heal and you can sleep at night and look at yourself in the mirror.
Yeah. You don't always got to be the tough guy. You don't always have to be that person because those tough guys is in the cemetery. Those tough guys are in the prison. This ain't even dog worthy.
It's really not.
That's some bullshit.
That's maturity, and it's what that new. But remember the list of buzzwords, okay? It's what you guys like to say now. The new word you guys learn: accountability.
Yeah, he didn't want to be a part of it. I mean, I see that Drake tapped in. He did what he had to do in response to what Kendrick Lamar said. But I'm definitely on J. Cole's side. Thanks, Ed.
I'm not.
No, if you over 30 years old and you still out here talking about some fuck that shit, I ain't apologizing. He attacked my manhood. No, come on now. Come on, Gerard.
They're having a battle, and the battle is, but like as far as them, it's about the music. Cause Jamar diss you on a track, then you diss them back, and then you apologize for dissing them back.
It's probably a lot of times when you apologize and or forgive, it's not even about that. It's about you and where you want to be, how you want to perceive yourself, or how you want to present yourself.
Yeah, exactly.
He presented himself like a bitch to me.
Greatly, and unfortunately, it's not about how you feel things. It's about how he feels.
Be that as it may, Beans, I think that he took the high road, and sometimes you just got to do that. Beans,
I think it's admirable.
Come on, Beans. We at the morning drive, 49 minutes after the hour. If you're just tuning in, we tapped into a conversation in regards to. We started talking about Quavo. Now we're talking about how J. Cole came out on stage and apologized for the things that he said and the things that he did in regards to the battle, the Royal Rumble of hip hop that involves Rick Ross, Kendrick Lamar.
That wasn't no damn battle.
J. Cole. I mean, if it wasn't the battle, then what's the harm in apologizing?
It was a battle. So he threw a towel in.
So you mad that there was beef And there may not be beef that motherfuckers like made up or they cool or somebody is like, you know what? My bad, bro.
Stall them out, Debo.
Yeah.
You want drama?
No, I want good music.
He could still make good music.
No, he can't.
He told you he might delete it later. The whole mixtape was called "Might Delete Later," wasn't it?
Ed, that's a great point.
I don't care what he do now.
It's about why did I get out of my character for this nonsense? Grown folks own their shit. Young boys don't. Exactly. Yeah. Maturity, accountability. Thank you so much. Let's pin that comment. I'm loving a 3-headed monster y'all got going on. Dope. It's good to have a woman's point of view.
Yeah, it's good to have Bean's point of view. So look,
shut the fuck up.
So back to what we talk about in regards to this. Let's talk about it. Let's unravel this. Okay. Beans, you and I was in hot water we had Baldhead Phillips on the show. Baldhead Phillips came on the show and we were talking about the 312 Music Awards and we were asking about how people ended up on the ballot. One of the women who was on the ballot just so happened to be, of course, one of the comedians that we know. We insinuated jokingly that she might have sucked some dick to get on the ballot. We were just joking. I instigated the joke and did the little TD Jakes quote talking, she swallowed, whatever, right? A week go by. We on to like more shows. We're not even paying attention to this shit anymore. Next thing I know, we get tagged in a fucking comment and the morning drive was under attack.
Yeah.
Beans, I was still ready to fight. I was like, man, fuck this shit. I was being apologetic, but at the same time, I was still ready to fight. Beans, on the other hand, Mr. Unapologetic. What did you do at Darren's a week later, bro?
Listen to me. Okay.
No, it's just a quick. Before I listen to you, can you answer the question? Because I know the answer. I want you to answer the question.
I did the women's show and I apologize and all that, but this is two different situations. This is me being shunned out and canceled by women.
Why did you apologize? Why did you apologize? That's the question.
Because it was my show.
And you didn't want to fuck with your brand, right?
Right.
So now you're gonna be contradictive and say you don't want to fuck with your brand, and then come at J. Cole for not want to fuck with his brand. What's the answer here, Ben?
No, this is two totally different situations. Okay?
No,
him going at Kendrick Lamar in a battle would not cancel him in any way. Would not mess up his brand in any way. In fact, more people are going to tune in to the battle because it's a battle. People love battles. They love rap battles.
Says who? There's a lot of
the
people.
The majority of people who listen to hip hop.
There's a lot of people who like J. Cole as he is. Like they like him that he's what do people say? Unproblematic. They like that about him.
Throw in the towel, Banks.
Let me tell you something. There's a wise man that once said, we know him as Dude from the Cafe. He says this all the time. It's called Till It Happens to You. Right? We have these strong ass convictions. No, this, no, that. But until it happens to you. Once it happens to you, then it's no, but see, what had happened was I had did it because, right? So it's different in your case. But with J. Cole, oh no, fuck that. Oh no, but it's different when it was your situation. Your situation makes all the difference. It makes
prior to this, who did he battle? Prior to this, who did he battle rap? Has he ever been in a battle beef with anybody?
I don't know.
No.
Don't even know.
He was a battle rapper.
There's a difference between being a battle rapper and in a mainstream rap beef. T-Scale said, Beans, you J. Cole your way out of the situation, just admit it. Yes, you did, Beans. And I got so upset when I went to Darren's. And I'm not even upset that you apologized for this shit. I'm upset because I had to sit through all of those damn women comedians, man.
Bobby, I'm trying to be with you on this every week after week now. all the women lined up. It was nothing wrong with that with the show, with the exception of the venue and the behavior of the customers. Honestly, it was a good lineup. The women comedians, they were great. They did very well. Susie Q was there. She did a great set. She was there last night, even with all the stuff going on at the Hideaway Hideout. She did good last night too. So the lineup was good.
Really?
There was nothing wrong with an all women lineup.
Okay.
Okay. My girl, Chevy Debbie was there. It was good.
Chevy Debbie, my homie. All I'm saying is, I hope you testosterone the microphone to balance it out, because there was a lot of estrogen left on the microphone that night. I'm not as apologetic as Benz. I'm gonna stand on mine. I apologize for co-signing and instigating.
He hates it, Ed. Golly, what's the problem? Can we talk about it? What's wrong with an all women lineup? Beans,
they were saying the same
I'm going to
shit.
take you, Beans. BB right. What is the problem with an all women lineup? Or was it that specific lineup?
I'm gonna have to go with that specific lineup, because after a while, and don't get me wrong, I enjoy seeing y'all from the Urban Lux Cafe. I enjoy seeing Beans. I enjoy seeing the female comedians or women comedians that were there. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the time. Bipolar Bobby. No, it's BB right, motherfucker.
But that's the BB stand for, Bipolar Bobby. Go ahead.
I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the networking. I enjoyed the fellowship that took place that night at Darren's Cocktail Lounge. But once I started seeing the comedians saying the exact same shit as the previous one and the previous one, how many times are you gonna fart while fucking? And then what did Eminem say on 8 Mile? Pay attention, meathead. You're saying the same shit that she said.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
But back to what we were saying though, because with J. Cole apologizing, he took the high road, Banks. With you apologizing, you took the high road. So I can't knock you for apologizing. And I can't knock everything that you did, but how you gonna knock J. Cole and you did the same exact shit?
But we did the same exact thing, but the context of why we did it is different.
How do you know why he did it? How do we know?
I think he didn't want to go up against Kendrick. He's scared.
You think?
I know. Kendrick would have fucked him up.
I disagree. I mean, if I had to judge between the two battle raps, I think that J. Cole actually in that 7 minutes? Is that the name of it?
Yeah. 7 something.
Yeah, I think J. Cole actually had a better song than Kendrick Lamar.
I can't see his name. Is his name Gerard in the comments? Gerard?
Yeah.
He says sometimes it's all dick and sex jokes. And that could be true, but that could be true for male comedians as well. And it could just be that particular lineup. Some of my favorite comedians are women, like mainstream, and it's not just dick and sex jokes. You know, they do talk about other things, but that night, for the most part, it was dick and sex jokes. But what's wrong with dick and sex jokes?
There's nothing wrong with dick and sex jokes, but you can't dick and sex me to death unless I want it to happen.
Pause.
Okay. I know. Dick you to death.
Yeah. Yeah.
Shut the fuck up.
Hey, it's top of the hour, man. If y'all just tuning in for the first hour, we spent a lot of time talking about the event that took place last night. We're probably not going to talk about it anymore for the second hour. So if you missed it, rewind it back after the show. If you can't catch us live, always catch us later. The other topic that we want to discuss here on the celebrity news. Look like you ready?
Yep. Demo from Good Times, aka Bernetta Stennis, right?
AKA still motherfucking fine.
Bernadette Stennis.
Bernadette, that's what I said. That's what I meant. Bernadette.
AKA I drink your bath water, yum.
So we were talking about the Good Times reboot, or whatever you want to call it, the animated version on Netflix that I think that most people are pissed off about. She definitely was not okay with it, and she spoke on that. I know you want to talk about this too, but I want to, before you give your point, I want to run the clip.
I've never seen the show. Let me see what they're talking about.
What?
Yeah, okay.
I was very excited, and I had no idea, what it was or what was going to happen. So I must say this though, Jimmy Walker did contact Norman's office in 2020, and he pitched a Good Times cartoon, which would include all of us except for Esther Rolle, and we didn't hear anything back from them. But a few months later, or I think 6 months later, they came up and said they have a cartoon. Sony said they had a cartoon coming, and so so my manager called up Norman's office to see if we were included. I mean, if you're going to do that, let us know. So they said, oh no, it's going to be Generations Later, and it's going to be like progressive or whatever. And but Brent Miller loves us very much, loves me and Jimmy. I know that. And so he said, but I can give you a small role in there because it's about, a new generation. So I have my little role is called Peaches. I'm one of the project women who are fighting for the rights, that kind of thing. And Jimmy has a small role too. But that's all that was said. But when I did see it, it looked like we were still in the project. And the things that were said, and it wasn't quite what I know Esther Rolle would agree to. So it kind of, took me back a little bit on that. I was a bit disappointed because it really was not a reflection of the good times that we know. So when you see something that actually is not progressive, it kind of brings you back into the projects 2 generations later. So Thelma had a baby. What happened to that baby? I wanted to be a surgeon. I guess I was. JJ was a famous artist. So you have positive images generations before that. And then all of a sudden you see this, I'm not knocking it because I don't know what the whole show is going to be. Maybe they'll lean it more back, back to a more positive situation. But when you have the name Good Times on top of that, our audience for 50 years have been really in our corner. They've always supported us. So they were disappointed that they didn't have it more progressive.
All right, I know that clip was kind of long, but let's unpack it, man, because I think she said a lot that most people agree with. I know I do.
I disagree, and I'll tell you why in a little bit.
Okay.
What's your take on it, Benz?
Well, I really haven't seen it. I only seen the trailer. So based on the trailer, I think that it should have been called Good Times for one. There's nothing. I see some reviews. I might go ahead and watch it tonight, but based on the trailer and some of the reviews I've seen, it's not a great reflection of Good Times and the legacy of it. You know what I'm saying?
I understand. Honestly, in my opinion, just to chime in, Thelma was a character on the show. And what's her name again, D? Bernadette Stannis? Because I always call her Thelma from Good Times.
Yeah.
She's a character on the show. She was hired to be part of the cast. Not one episode of Good Times did I see her as executive producer, as writer, as none of that. You were hired to do a job. That's like the janitor. Just Jeff, good morning, sir. That's like a janitor saying, I think we need to change the wallpaper in here. Unless you get instructions to change the wallpaper, Mr. Janitor, shut the fuck up. I get it. I get that she could voice her opinion about this show, but she's not in control of shit. You got hired to do a job, Thelma. You did it. It was back in the 70s. Now you're on a whole nother show on BET Plus that you have no control over.
Wow. So we talked about the show. We talked about your need to go and sneak and watch this damn show after we all collectively agreed to how horrible it was and would be, and really no one would even fuck with the show. You still went and watched it. I'm still
apologetic about that, D. I'm gonna have an all-woman comedy show next week.
I just happened to actually follow Thelma, affectionately known as Thelma. That's what JJ called her on the show, from Good Times on Instagram, and came across the clip yesterday. I'm like, let's see what Thelma thinks of it. To my surprise, it's so many things to unwrap in all this shit. The fact that what's the guy's name? Is it Stephen Curry, the non-black basketball player that his money is involved? I'm still pissed off about that, right?
Steph Curry's a koala bear. Respect that man.
I don't fuck whatever he is. Whatever. This is what he put his money behind. Pissed off about that. It was unfortunate to see that Thelma is like, hey, I found out about this project. I was told and would hope that it would be forward thinking and progressive. That was important to me. So you're diminishing her contribution to what the show was, reducing her to like, oh, she wasn't this, she wasn't that. She's likened to a janitor. She was not. She's an important part of the cult following of what Good Times is, of the culture. She contributed to the culture. You know, you still calling her fine ass Thelma. Like,
oh, she's definitely fine.
Yeah, so she was a part of a lot of people's, childhood, was a huge part. So Good Times was very much a huge contributor to like our voice, right? In a lot of ways back then. First of all, even now, we don't have a lot of representation on television. So think of how it was back then. And Good Times itself did speak a lot politically and a lot of what was going on socially within the Black community, specifically Chicago, even though I don't think it wasn't filmed here, right? And though she was an executive producer, but the cast itself, including Esther Rolle, you hear her come out a lot, John Amos and Jimmy Walker, they worked very closely with Norman Lear and whoever else with what was going on with the show. So they didn't receive those credits, but they worked.
I see Steph Curry. I see Norman Lear. Norman Lear's legacy is executive producing this particular show. I see that. And don't get me wrong. I do think stereotypically it's a fucked up situation. Stereotypically, this show should not be on television because it is setting Black people back. My point is that if you're not in that boardroom and your opinion is just an opinion on TMZ.
But she's entitled to an opinion. So I just feel like you kind of diminish her, like why she would even be entitled to an opinion. We're just viewers. I was a little girl. I'm a Black person. We have very strong opinions and feelings about how the fuck we're being portrayed. So imagine someone who was on the original show and strongly affiliated with, her identity is affiliated with this character, Thelma. She embraces that character. A lot of people like, that was a character. My name is Bernadette. She's not that. People call her, hey, Thelma. She would embrace it like, hey, she's not that it's all she has, but she's okay with that. So she was happy it would be a progressive show. I want to talk about the other bullshit too. This is the bullshit.
Let's tap into that comment though. Let's go to the comments real quick. Hold that thought, D. Don't lose that thought. The show takes some issues that's Black folks experience, but in poor taste, in my opinion. JB Smooth is not funny whatsoever. LOL. So when I seen he was on the show, one of the producers, I knew it would be trash. So I didn't know JB Smooth was one of the producers.
He is. That's the other thing that pissed me off. They went to the bottom of the fucking barrel because I was wondering who trash ass actors / comedians took this job on. Who took it on after reading the script, agreed to this shit. So, which leads me to my thought, what I was saying. Thelma, Bernadette said she went to the studios or whoever and said, hey, me and Jimmy Walker was thinking, we would like to pitch a cartoon show or a reboot or remake about Good Times. They didn't hear shit back for 5-6 months. Nothing. Then they hit it back like, oh, well, we was already going to do a show anyway. Were you? Or did they steal her idea? What? And then she's like, oh, okay. Well, can we be on the show? Oh, no. It's no room for you because it's going to be generations later and woo, this and that. And then further in the clip, it says, but we do got a little part for you, Thelma. She's like, okay, well, I'll take it. She just like, I just want to be a part of it, which is common when they do reboots and stuff. They'll go get an old person. Like on Fresh Prince, they had little pieces for the old cast, right?
Yeah. Ashley doing that.
So she said they gave her a little part called some older lady, I guess, named Peaches, who lives in the project somewhere. Okay. Yeah. And she took it. So she's in the studio, she reads her little part and she goes home. So of course she doesn't know the whole storyline and what's up. She doesn't know how Ratchet is. Then later on she sees the episodes or the premieres or whatever, and she's shocked that, like what you just saw, she knows in real life, Thelma, became a surgeon, had a baby. They're well off. So how just 2 generations later are they this ghetto and back in the projects? It doesn't make sense. So I think they stole her idea and then reduced them down to still being ghetto and broke. And then reels her in like, yeah, we got a little part for you. And now she's tricked into being on a show after telling her it was progressive, but it's really ratchet. It's just all bad altogether. And she's not happy, clearly.
Just Jeff said them fucking projects ain't even here no more. And no
that too.
They want.
Yeah.
That too.
That's why we have to get ownership and control of our own projects. If they're Morning Drive with another race. Yeah, that's not gonna happen. We here to stay. Couldn't see any other race doing the Morning Drive. So
I'm sorry, I missed it. Something happened, a glitch. I got kicked out and brought back in. What did I miss?
No, Gerard said like if they replaced us with a different race, it wouldn't be the same.
I mean, it's at the end of the day, it's up to you. If you want to watch it, watch it. If you don't want to watch it, don't watch it. If you could get 10 to 12 people together to boycott the show, boycott the show. But it's so much other shit on the television screen or on these streaming services that's just as stereotypically negative. I'm not saying Thelma can't have an opinion. I'm just saying her opinion really don't matter.
It does matter, number one. But then also, too, I think another issue is that, was that you, I feel, that's liking this baby in Good Times to Stewie? And
he's the
Family
hood
Guy?
Yeah, he's the hood Stewie.
Yeah. So Family Guy, Stewie, it could be seen as a terrorist. Okay, and haha, that's
Absolutely.
funny. That's so funny. But it's so bizarre and so far-fetched. But a little black baby getting shot up or shot at or killed, the drug deal's gone bad. That's kind of close to home. And in Chicago, like, it's not funny.
Let's tap in with Ed. Go back to Ed's comment. Then we're going to look at Yak comment. Check this out. He says, well, look at Fresh Prince reboot. Carlton do drugs. So you can't get mad how people rewrite stuff. But I do get a point and Miss D point.
Carlton did have an episode where he kind of tampered with some drug or something in the real original. Yeah, I know, but it did happen though.
So did you watch Bel Air?
Yeah.
So Bel Air is a good show. I think Bel Air is a great show.
It is.
But then to take a minuscule episode where he went to Will's locker and grabbed that speed and started doing the super jig. He did the Running Man, the Reebok, the Cabbage Patch. Carlton was getting down at that dance.
He was, but it did happen though in the show. It wasn't completely made and falsified and turned, something into something. This is 2024. And in real life, right, someone with that type of money in LA, that would be the real Carlton. In real life, an 18-month-old baby would not have 8 gold chains on and an Uzi and moving weight. But per the comments of the Thelma video we just saw, to absolve all of this, they could have called it something else. It didn't have to be Good Times, and we would not be as disgusted, but we still would be disgusted.
Well, it is a cartoon, so as far as the baby doing all that, you got.
Why it have to be black?
Cartoon, you got to.
He had to be black.
How you say it? Your belief got to be a little gone. We got to get into it, but I'm like I said, I haven't watched it, so I might just watch it today and just.
I'll watch one episode, and I'm gonna watch the other 9 episodes because look, I am a progressive black man in this country. I feel like I'm not gonna say highly educated because I always could learn more. So I consider myself as educated.
Yes, thank you for highlighting that. Steph Curry needs a Come to Jesus meeting. He needs to be held accountable. He needs to be addressed. I really want someone to have a conversation with him. I need to see the conversation / mini interview. I want some answers. Why? What was good about this to you? What experience do you have with regular black folk? Are you black? What's a black experience to you?
So you would have felt more comfortable if Draymond Green was the executive producer.
I don't know who that is. I'm sorry. But yeah, if it was a regular black person, I still wouldn't like the show, but I wouldn't be, that would be one less point of offense. You know what I mean? I would be slightly less offended.
But like Steph Curry have nothing to do with the writing or the show.
You put your money behind it.
Yeah, I mean,
well, you support it.
He probably I don't know, man.
The funding matters. You know that,
The
like
funding
when
does matter.
politics, where you put your money, that matters.
It's an investment. I get it.
Yeah, you put your money
honestly,
behind it. You believe in it.
let me tap into something
We're
Ed
making
said
money off of it.
as well. Okay, so in this reboot of Fresh Prince or the new show Bel Air, Ed just mentioned that the new Ashley is lesbian.
Mm-hmm.
She wasn't lesbian on Fresh Prince back in the day. So let's unpack that. What's your take on?
That's the agenda. That's the agenda. Every show created. I go back even as far as like in the 2010s. Every show that's created got to have at least one gay character.
So let me ask you.
Name a show in the last 10 years.
It's called diversity and inclusion. Diversity and inclusion.
I get that, but name an episode from Fresh Prince back in the day, because we could have an episode of Fresh Prince where Carlton was doing speed and now he's doing dope. But what episode was Ashley a potential carpet muncher? When did we see this?
Well, she wasn't. That's something they changed to for diversity and inclusion.
Did
they have to? I mean, anybody could have their opinions about that too. You took a show that
they could and they do.
And they have a choice.
Is it necessary though? Is my question.
Yeah,
Some would say it is. Many would say it's not.
What do you say?
I don't like that they changed any of the characters. I don't feel as though there was a need to change anything about a character that was not what it was. I prefer when they do a remake that they do keep things as they were. I don't really like remakes. Like, I feel like something should just be left exactly how it was. Just leave it as it is. We don't need remake. That goes for movies, songs, TV shows, all of that. And if you do bring it back, leave it as it is.
If you just tuning into the morning drop, 17 minutes after the second hour of the show, right now we unpacking Thelma from Good Times. Not happy about the new Good Times reboot.
Leave the classics alone.
And we're basically cross-referencing this with the reboot of Bel Air and the changes they made there. So these shows are full of shit and I'm sick of it. Hey, Moon, good morning. So we just try to unpack the fact. Is anybody watching Good Times? So it looked like everybody in the comments are hating this new animated series Good Times. Me personally, I've watched one episode. I laughed about 3 or 4 times during that particular episode.
Yeah, Jeffrey says, well, Hillary ain't slow in the new show. That I can appreciate. I do like that they did not have the slow-witted, bimbo
Hillary
dingbat.
is so damn fine to me.
Who, Coco?
That's her name in real life?
The new Hillary? Oh, yeah, she's beautiful. Yeah. She's so beautiful.
Hey, look, off the chat. Hey, Empire did start
a lot of that bullshit.
It was an original show, so you can't even be mad at Empire for having the so-called gay agenda in effect. I can't be mad at Empire. That was an original show. I'm upset that Bel Air didn't have one of at least Ashley's friends being lesbian and not Ashley, because it doesn't relate to the show back in the day. It didn't make sense.
So you're okay with the diversity and inclusion having the LGBT involved, or represented. It's just that Ashley was not originally that on the show. So why now?
Yeah, I'm a big fan of continuity. I'm always about continuity. So like even with this show, when we discuss this show off the air, and I'm like, we got to make sure we stick with the continuity. We got to have celebrity news, scrolling and trolling, viral video of the day. This is our continuity. If we step outside of that, now we're coloring outside the lines to either appease or to confuse the audience. And I'm confused seeing Ashley gay.
Yeah. Alan, that's a good point there. Alan says, I thought Oz started gayness on TV. Right. So it wasn't Empire. And I don't know if it was Oz, but I remember around that time, it was like Oz. It was 6 Feet Under. It was a Nip Tuck. There was a lot of homosexuality and LGBT characters and relationships.
I saw Car Wash back in the day, and that started gayness for me. I was a gay character on the movie Car Wash. Hillary too, sex symbol in the reboot. Listen, will I watch Good Times? No, but I can't condemn what someone does with their money. Yeah, I mean, it's your choice at the end of the day. I get it. We want to try and have these uprisings. We living in a social media day and age where if 3 people don't like something, they're going to try to convince 300 people, and those 300 people are going to try to convince 3,000 people. That's the culture that we live in. But if you don't fuck with something, just don't watch it.
No. It's not even just a matter of opinion. Listen, Black people have enough. With me coming from corporate America, me working in financial services, I've shared this before. Was always the only Black person, almost always the only Black person, definitely always the only Black woman, always. Okay. So there were many times that I was like the first Black person that one of these people have ever met in real life. Imagine that. I'm the first Black person they've ever seen in real life.
I feel
They
you.
had all these preconceived notions about how we smelled, how they would expect me to smell. Oh, I heard you guys smell like cocoa butter. And you do, right? Things like that.
Well, I heard they smell like wet dog. So what
No,
we
I'm just saying these are things that they heard. Okay. Can I touch your hair? I've never been around a Black person. But what they only ever knew about us, the common denominator is what they see on TV and what they see in music videos and rap music, but mainly what they see on TV. That's their only exposure to Black people. So when we're getting pissed off about shows like The New Good Times, that shit fucking matters. For the person who lives somewhere in some hole in the wall in Iowa or Idaho or Wyoming, who will never come across until they go away to college or until they leave college and they come to the big city and they have to be around us, right? Or we get some great job and we got to go over to Europe somewhere and they have to learn how to interact with us. They see baby Black Stewie, and that's how they treat us or treat our child who we move away with. They got to go to school with their children. That's how they treat us. They're afraid of us. And they have a prejudice against us because this is what they're seeing in the programming. So that's why we need to be angry and have a voice about how we're portrayed.
I get what you're saying, D. And I'm not trying to diminish what you're saying. But what I'm saying is they're choosing to watch the negative images of us that's perpetuated in the media. That's what I see.
They don't know any better though. They think it's true. They're not saying I won't watch that because they put Black people in a negative light. They see it like these are the Black people. Ha ha. That's funny. They're tripping again. They think it's real.
Who controls the largest percentage of the media? Not us. So from day one, like think of the movie from back in the day. There was a movie early 1900s during the time that they were transitioning from slavery to not being slaves, just sharecroppers or whatever. It was such a weird time. But they came out with a movie called Reefer Madness, where they made Black people look like they had smoked some weed and just start trying to rape a whole bunch of white women. No matter where you look at in American culture, there's always going to be a negative image perpetuated by the media about the Black race. And there's also going to be a contending factor of Black people like a Thurgood Marshall or W.E.B. Du Bois back in that time period, who's going to contest the status quo or the perpetuation of a negative image of Black people in the media. So we gotta be careful with our words, because no matter what, they're gonna have perpetuations of our bullshit, negative imagery.
Well, guess what? We may not control the media, but we don't have to give them our views. We don't have to give them the ratings. We definitely don't have to put money in their pocket to finance them, right? To make us look like fools.
Yeah, Steph Curry.
I'm not in full disagreement of that, D. I'm just saying
the Netflix subscriptions, the ratings. We don't have to be the ones to finance our own fucking demise.
Then you mentioned the motherfuckers out in Iowa that see this, and this is the only viewpoint of Black people that they have. They're choosing to choose that. They could have looked at the Barack Obama speech. They could have read a Richard Wright book, or looked at a documentary of somebody who's an upright, righteous Black individual. But they chose. How do they know
to know about this shit? If all you just said, who controls whatever, what's out there mostly? We Black people hardly, how many Black people even know about Richard Wright? Like the bulk of us, honestly, right? You're pretty intelligent. Ooh. You're educated. It's many of us out here who don't know shit.
Richard Wright, he's the author of Native Son, Black Boy. Yeah, he's a really good author.
Well, sorry, Martell. I mean, I've been around the world more than once. Okay. I deal with all sorts of people. My story is truth and fact. I deal with a lot of people. I've been on many occasions the very first Black person that many other types, not just whites only, Indians from India, all sorts of people have ever met. The first Black person.
Say cancel me now. Hey, don't even wait till later.
And I had to debunk many myths.
But that's just like me calling the news and say, hey, ABC Eyewitness News, please stop running too many stories about Black people killing. White people was killing people more.
I didn't say do that. I said be accountable for your own actions. Choose not to contribute to the bullshit. That's what I said.
No, I agree. But just like you mentioned, and I'm not saying that you're contradicting yourself, D.
I never do.
Because I have a high respect for you, but we also, you and I, are both fans of this great invention called Tubi.
We are.
And it perpetuates the stereotypes.
No, but we also mentioned the types of plots. We literally said yesterday that we actually likened it to biopics. We said some of this should be real life, although it's not often predictable like some of the other things, but the shows be what, like The Wrong Baby Daddy. We know a lot. I got a wrong baby daddy. It be real life. It's not very far-fetched and the acting ain't great, but the shit do be happening. An 18-month-old drug dealer baby, that's not real life.
And we know that that's not real life. It's comedy
but
to some people.
But the others don't know.
Others.
That's an extreme example, but the others don't know that the shit don't be real life. Is what I'm saying.
I would love to see you. I would love to see.
If you in Iowa and you watching TV or you watching a show and see a baby with a machete, and you think that babies have machetes in real life, then you fucking retarded.
Okay, so I'm taking out the one scene that I saw in the trailer, but it's other things in the trailer, right? That's going on. So a lot of the shit we know is like an extreme situation or not exactly true. And even beyond the Good Time Show, other shows is simply not true, and they're very much exaggerated. That just doesn't happen. These other people don't know. And then to Bobby's point, they should pick up a book and learn about Richard Wright or this person or that person. Educate themselves. Do we seek out understanding and find books and read up on, the famous and influential Indians, or the person, from, I don't know, the Honduras, or the person from, I don't know, Costa Rica who did this or that? Who does that really?
Me.
Show me a book right now.
Be back.
I can show you books.
I have a library in the room I'm in right now, all kind of knowledge. I'm very knowledgeable in world history.
Lana, it's not contradictory, honey. I'm a supporter of the arts.
I don't know, Ding. I think that
I'm such a supporter of the arts. I have close friends who are in Tubi movies, so I do watch to support my friends.
And y'all didn't know, Tubi got a porn section now too.
The arts, yes, the arts. I support comedians and actors and singers and whatnot.
They're doing porn on Tubi now. They got home videos of porn, inspired by Twitter X.
So look, before we move on, because I do want to scroll and troll and look at the video. But, I gotta get this.
Martell, that's Yak. Tubi is a terrible representation, and I'm gonna move it there. Right. And now that I know, because I've interacted with you, now that I know you're in a movie, I'm gonna go watch it because I support the arts. What movie are you on?
Some slapstick shit.
Is it? But I might.
But Yak that's my dude. I know his range. I know his level of intelligence. I know his historical references. Yak is a very smart dude. Sometimes we just gotta play. Look, we watch Shameless, right? Shameless is a primarily Caucasian show. Married with Children, primarily Caucasian. Roseanne, primarily Caucasian. All of these people were living in impoverished areas. Let's check this out. Know Where You Have Friends. No Say You Have Friends, and that's why you watch. The acting is trash and the storylines are not completely thought out. Sorry, not sorry. Yeah, I mean, Tubi definitely got some misses.
So look,
Not support Tubi.
I got my favorite Tubi clip ever, and why
It'd be
this
funny to
wasn't
me.
nominated, and why this wasn't nominated for an Academy Award, I will never know.
Well, you know these niggas be on that weed, and weed nowadays get you slow. Have you naked running down the street paranoid. Oh!
Not from Birmingham. Bitch, I'm from Bells. Like crazy, get hit with the Drake. Got some young niggas with me, gon' shoot if I see something. Wait till I catch him, it's gon' be a case closed. Speak on the hunter.
Thank you, Ben. Hey, Benz, if I never say thank you again, I just want to say thank you. For helping my
to be
point.
knowing what it is. You know what I mean?
I get it, D. If you got somebody like the movie Tyrant was a really good movie, and it's got
my good friend is the star of the show. I enjoy it for what you go into it knowing what it is. I'm good with that.
Oh, okay, D. Let me ask you a question. If this show was on Tubi and not Netflix, would you feel the same way?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What, Good Times?
Yeah, I even said that even if it wasn't like Good Times, that I would be like a percentage less disgusted with it. A percentage.
But the shit that's on Tubi is just the Good Time show, but just not a cartoon.
Not really. It's other factors. We've already been through that. It's the baby situation for me. It's Chicago situation for me. Somebody else mentioned Anna Doggone Projects wasn't even there. Thelma mentioned the fact that at the end of the Good Times, right? She went on to be a surgeon, have a baby. How is it generations later? There is no baby who, they moved out of being poverty, right? They had a surgeon, right? How are they back in the projects like as the grandchildren? Less than they were before. Just all of it is not progressive. And they pitched it and sold it as being progressive. So those are a handful of the issues I have with it.
Maybe she fucked up somebody up and lost her license.
Or maybe Keith messed up his other knee. You never know.
Hey, look, that was a good conversation, man. And I'm gonna have my full review of it tomorrow. I'm gonna watch it tonight. So
at least watch one episode, just so we can really talk about it. Because I found it a little bit funny. I'm sorry that if Black people feel a certain type of way, but it's 32 minutes after the hour. We haven't played my theme music yet. I think it's time for us to turn the page. Benz, you got? Did I send you anything today?
Yeah, I got it. Hey, but look, before I put the intro, D, if I watch an episode, at least one episode or two, you get to too. It's for research purposes. Okay.
Research purposes.
I don't compromise my convictions for anything.
Then you still got that duct tape? Wrap you up in duct tape and make you watch the Good Time show. It's time for Scroller the Troller, man. Hey, we turn the page. Little Caesar's got a new advertisement out here right now, and it is definitely trying to influence the culture. Ever since the Diddy story dropped out, everybody tried to do some nasty shit.
Hey, baby, order some pizza tonight.
Hey, that's a code, sir. She wants you to eat it.
He said, okay.
Hey, this is crazy, man. This is crazy. Little Caesars is probably the worst pizza place in the world.
I don't know. They're right next door to us. They be smelling so good. I don't go over there because I ain't trying to get fat being next door to them, but they be smelling good.
Yeah, a lot of stuff smell good, but at the same time, shit, they might have AIDS.
Just close your eyes, Shafia. Just keep your eyes closed.
Hey, is this an actual ad or like? Ain't no way.
No, this is an actual ad, bro. Because it's cheese in the crust, so they saying eat it backwards.
It's smart marketing.
Very smart, very smart. And the pizza actually comes with a tossed salad.
You lying?
I'm lying. I made that up.
Get a tossed salad with it.
What we got next, bro?
Let's see. Okay. Hold on. Damn.
All right. Corner stores really watch kids grow from soda and chips to blunts and alcohol. This is the baby on Good Times.
I think the Baby on Good Times started out with the grape soda or with the blunts and alcohol. He's starting out with that.
We just got to do better, people, since we on this topic. And stop shopping. Stop grocery shopping at the goddamn gas station.
And look, the corner store that like you say we grew up in, they just closed maybe like a year ago, and I was fucking hurt, bro. Cause like we were going to that store like from kids going up to the store getting the freeze pops and everything we wanted. And a year ago they fucking closed. They closed down, and some new people came in there. I was so pissed, man. I walked in there. I'm like, where the fuck I be, man? Who the fuck is you?
Was you out front singing Cooley High Harmony? It's so hard.
No, it wasn't that bad. I was still upset though.
No, I always get upset when something closes, man. But I would rather somebody be at the store getting blunts and alcohol.
Somebody said you were stealing anyway.
Oh no, I wasn't stealing. My friends were stealing. I'll tell you one time, the first time I realized my friends were stealing from the store. We all went to the store after school. I had my dollar to get my two chips and my juice, like I always get. And then I knew these niggas didn't have no money, but they come out the store with chips and cookies and shit like that. And I'm like, what the fuck? What the fuck? I didn't tell you I was stealing, and I paid my money like a sucker.
Hey, like a sucker. Benz, hey, these comments about to destroy you again. They fucked you up in the first hour, and you said I paid my money like a sucker. So you don't apologize, and you feel bad for spending money on shit you gotta buy.
You feel bad for not stealing.
Yeah, because they stole.
Well,
I could have paid my dollar, save my dollar for the mom, because my mom used to give me $2 a day.
Definitely stealing from post Ed's comment. Definitely stealing from the corner store. Most of us did. Speak for yourself, Ed.
I never stole, but I was at this one corner store, and it's like a corner store / gas station. And this ain't my proudest moment. I had $8 to my name, and I was trying to put that shit in the gas tank, and for some reason the gas wouldn't pump. So I came back inside. I was like, "Sir, the gas isn't pumping." He was like, "But you got a receipt." I said, "This has nothing to do with the receipt. The gas isn't pumping." So after a few back and forth banter, I got tired of talking, and I destroyed their whole store. So I don't steal. I destroy shit.
Hey.
Being too sassy to steal.
hey, people love the dog, bro. People love the dog, Jay.
Put the dog up.
I love the dog, man.
As a child.
No, I didn't steal as a kid. I don't know. I don't know about y'all. Y'all wasn't scared to get caught.
I stole, got away with it, and still snitched on myself. That's how bad of a thief I was.
Stealing was bad. It was wrong.
There was a store on the corner of like 89th and Halsted, and it was a little grocery store. And I used to walk through. I had young niece and a young cousin, so I'm walking through with the stroller. I just kept throwing shit in the bottom of the stroller. I'm like, this is a dope ass idea, because the blanket was draped. And I'm in that motherfucker stealing all the snacks.
Man, I used to fuck Walmart up, man. When they first came out with the self checkout, shit, I used to fuck them up.
Yeah, I only steal fruit.
I'm part of the reason why the one on 83rd probably closed.
You the reason the Whole Foods closed in Inglewood, man. I seen that shit on the news, bro. That's what I'm hearing.
Nah, not me. Not me.
Yak said he was stealing because he was hungry.
Okay.
That's interesting. What we got next? I think I got one more. I think I got one more before we get to the viral video. Oh, okay. Here's a good discussion. Open discussion. Do children deserve an apology and explanations from parents? Beans, you got a child. I got two. And D, you have a child as well. And parents are not always perfect, whether it's sharing too much information with children, abusing children, or whatever. Do parents really have to explain and apologize to their children, or just let that shit go?
Are we talking about adult children or children?
Either one. I'm talking at a level where children could comprehend. Should parents be like, look, I fucked up, I'm sorry, this is what happened?
Yeah. Absolutely. I think that people said the parents, depending on what it is, like if you especially if you say you're gonna do something and don't do it to a child. Like if you tell a child, like, hey, 3 o'clock, we're gonna do this, we're gonna do that, be ready. Then some shit happen that's maybe out of your control or whatever, and that child was expecting for you to be there at 3 o'clock. You come back, hey man, something happened, woo, I'm sorry. Because a child not gonna forget that you said you was gonna do something you didn't.
That's a soft situation, but I'm thinking like more in the case of just to give y'all a perspective of my personal life. Like I have a young child who I rarely get to see because his mother decides to keep him away from me. So I've jumped through a lot of hoops, went through some obstacles, and I feel like at some point she's going to have to explain why why she didn't allow him to see me. I'm not a criminal. I'm not a monster. He's always been in good care, but she has to explain at some point. And in my opinion, I think she needs to apologize to him and explain. How you feel, D?
And I feel that same way about me and mine, situation.
Oh, people feel about myself.
I feel as though, you definitely should. Just being a decent person and just communication and just maintaining relationships. If you've wronged someone, if you've done something you just don't feel good about, if you've acted out of character, if you've disappointed someone, you should definitely speak to that and apologize, or even if it's not something that you did wrong or worthy per the meme, right? That's worth apologizing for.
Yeah,
hey,
the
I did this because, explain. Let's say if you have to punish your kid, even if it's not physical punishment, if it's removal of privileges, or, okay, with me raising my daughter, I was pretty involved, and she was my only child. She was a girl, and she wanted to go over to Sally's house, for a sleepover. It was a bonfire at first, and it was co-ed, boys and girls, and she wanted to sleep over. Sally wasn't a close friend, so I took her over to Sally's house. Me and my husband, we met Sally's parents. I went inside the home, had a brief conversation, and I'm looking around, what have you. And my daughter was like, Mom, no one else's, parents, do that. You're always the only one. And I will continue to be. So I had to do the explanation thing, right? I could have just gone like, okay, it is what it is. I'm going to do this if you want to go. But I had to explain to her, yeah, I am the only parent who does this. I need to make sure that where you're staying, when you lay your head, I know exactly where this is versus somebody picking you up or you just going. I need to see the surroundings and make sure it's something that's safe and conducive that I will feel comfortable with you being. I need to see, is it just Sally and her mom and dad, or is there an older brother, a creepy uncle that's in the basement? Who's here? What are the surroundings like? And have to have a conversation with these parents that verifies the boys are leaving at X time and it's only you and Sally and the mom and dad here. I have to ask these questions. So yes, I'm explaining and having conversations with the child.
That's intelligent parenting, D. That's dope.
Thank you. Yeah. So having those discussions. So it's not just because I said so because I'm the parent. Sometimes it's that way, but sometimes explaining the why behind it is important.
Like I snapped the hell out on this one kid. Then I snapped on my son one day because my son was playing a video game that he really loved. And then like a kid who didn't have a video game system came over talking about this game would be better if you had a memory card. This kid don't have shit. And come over here and start toxifying my son's brain talking about what you don't got. Man, look, I kicked that little kid out and I took my son for a walk. I flipped out on everybody. And I explained to him why I flipped out. Keep motherfuckers away from you that ain't got shit because they gonna try and make your shit look like you ain't got shit. I snapped the fuck out that day. But I explained why I snapped out.
I am happy and proud, Yak, to have provided my daughter with Huxtable ass issues. We've had many.
Yeah. I mean, everybody have specific situations. Let me read Huggy comment here. That's a different situation for that, of course, but not so much in the day-to-day with a child. Some things are just above a child's level of comprehension. I agree. That's why I say you have to make sure that a child can comprehend your explanation and also understand your apology.
Or you have to explain on their level. Children are intelligent. Just explain it to them on their level.
So like if they touch a stove and you like, look, let me explain to you why you shouldn't touch a stove.
No, you will hurt yourself. No, burn. The baby is 1 year old. No, burn. No, there's consequences. It's really simple on their level.
But it gets deeper. Like it's certain kids that get abused either verbally, emotionally, or physically as a child. And then they become that adult. And we see a lot of people talk about all this traumatic shit and everybody going to therapy now, mostly because it's a fad. But people are attached to their trauma as a child and they want an explanation from their parents.
Yeah.
Yeah, that wasn't his real friend, Mo. He was on some bullshit. So when they become an adult, so we all have issues and we all have to understand our parents was children, adolescent, young parents at a time as well. So we're holding a 24, 25-year-old person accountable at the age of 60. You get what I'm saying? Your parent, your mother, your father, 65 years old, and you upset with them about some shit that they did when they was 25. I think that and those points, we really don't need an explanation or an apology. We just need to say, look, you fucked us up because you didn't know how to parent at 25.
That sounds like
or do you? Can you deal with
movie.
yourself? Like, I understand mom was 24, like she had her own shit. So let me deal with it. Why you even gotta go like, mom, you fucked me up, because you was out at the club. Okay. I understand shit. At 24, I was in the club too. I get it. And you just deal with your own shit.
In a perfect world, D, it makes sense. That makes sense. In a perfect world, that makes a lot of sense. But there's so many kids, and I look at it on Facebook when I scroll and troll. I look at it on the streaming apps, these documentaries, where kids are fucked up because some shit that their parents did between that age of 1 and 17.
The whole life.
Yeah, it's. I just looked at a documentary on Netflix recently with kids getting sent to a camp.
Me too. I couldn't even watch it. That shit was crazy. But I watched like 1 or 2 episodes. It was weird.
Dude from the cafe, man. Top of the morning.
Oh, sorry.
I forget the name of the documentary if I could find it. But these parents couldn't control their kids, so they sent these kids to a place where they were being abused.
But they didn't know, right?
The parents kind of knew. It was like one of them scared straight camps.
But yeah, they didn't know what exactly was going on. They knew it was like, hey, send your bad kid here and they'll come out better. But they didn't know they was being sleep deprived, all but waterboarded and all sorts of shit like that. The
Mandela boot camp. That's Dave Chappelle's show. That's Dave Chappelle. If I could find the title, I'll definitely share it at some point. But I think parents do deserve I think kids do deserve some level of explanation for any type of trauma that they have attached to their childhood. That's what I'm gonna leave it at that. I think that was the last thing I have today under the scroll of the trolling. We haven't did any advertisements today, so let me mention that real quick. Tonight, Urban Lux Cafe, comedian Lero. Just tuning into the morning drive. It's 11 minutes before the hour. Comedian Lero will be at Urban Lux Cafe tonight, 2911 East 79th Street. D, tell them about it.
He will be there from 4 p.m. until 9 p.m. tonight for the ladies. He has like gifts and stuff. Now, this is not affiliated specifically with Urban Lux Cafe. He will be there, but Lero the comedian is giving away like gift bags with like some good wines and lingerie. Lingerie he's giving away to the ladies and stuff, like something real like sexy and cute, which you could probably use like for 420 that's coming up, you know, because you might be having a little good time or whatever. So for the ladies that's coming in, try to get there relatively early so that all the lingerie and the wines and stuff won't be given away. But the actual event is comedy karaoke. Lero is so good, so funny, high energy. We have such a good time, the singing, the dancing, and he's the best hype man, you know, so it's no need to be worried you can't sing or you can't rap. We have a really, really good time. So come through there, 2911 East 79th Street. Don't eat before you come because we have great food for purchase, great coffee recipes, and the best ice cream in the state. You come through. Yeah, we look forward to seeing you.
Yeah, Shafir, definitely slide through right there on 79th Street. And a lot of people get disturbed when they see the word 79th Street. So I just want to let y'all know, I've been there multiple times. Safe environment, real good vibe. I wouldn't steer you wrong. I wouldn't even be affiliated with Urban Lust Cafe if I thought it was some bullshit. I ain't gonna lie to you. I talk about it too much for it not to be dope. And if y'all was at the Hideaway last night and then go to Urban Lust Cafe, it's like a palate cleanser because that was bullshit last night.
It's actually a life palate cleanser. Palate cleanser for your life, honestly. Just go on our Instagram, Urban Lust Cafe Chicago, and just scroll down, real fast scroll, and you'll just see the love, the vibe. It's just good, really, really good. And my girl Lana, I think you'll see that. You'll see why I'm a supporter and how I'm a supporter of the arts. You just scroll the page. Yeah.
So the week starts now for Urban Lust Cafe. So tonight, comedy karaoke. Tomorrow is the open mic night. Friday, spoken word poetry, and then this upcoming Saturday for Weed Day. 420. We got the good brother Rome Anthony who will be out there hosting the open mic comedy night. So tonight is comedy and karaoke, so you can either sing a song, and if you don't come out well, do a little comedy. But Saturday night is specifically for comedy.
It is.
So Rome Anthony will be hosting Mr. Reefer Man himself, and sign-up time is 6:30. It's going to get started about 7 o'clock. Make sure you get there early because it may not be a seat, so make sure early arrival is suggested.
It is.
Rome Anthony, one of the good brothers, affiliate of the show, affiliate of Comedy Brother, affiliate of my life. Make sure you tap in, man. Dope.
Absolutely. Oh, a sidebar, that show I think is it called Hell Camp?
Something like that. Hell Camp. Yeah. We're gonna play a clip of it tomorrow. We're just gonna touch on it tomorrow because I know Bean's got a viral video coming up that he's already selected. But I definitely think y'all should watch this Netflix documentary. That shit is crazy. The shit that white people do to their kids is crazy.
Hell Camp Teen Nightmare.
Yeah.
I did what it is. Hell Camp Teen Nightmare.
We might chastise the shit out of our kids, but we ain't about to do no shit like that. We will verbally abuse the shit out of our kids.
First of all, we got money for that because
he sent these kids away to be tortured.
I don't think they know about the torturing. They didn't know the torturing, I don't think. Because remember, they cut off all communication. They cut off the communication between the kids and the parents, and they would read the letters and stuff before they would go out.
And it turned out to be just a big ass money scheme. It wasn't even about rehabilitating their kids. These motherfuckers they was like, we found a way we could put this shit on your insurance.
So you know what? It's too much mayonnaise in the people that run that place, so I couldn't do it. Too much mayonnaise.
Yeah, it was pretty interesting. Again, we thank y'all for tuning in to the morning drive. Shafir, I got my Blazing Bingo hosting Saturday. Yeah, tap in. Like whatever you got going on. As I keep saying, the pandemic ran for 2.5 years, and we still try to get ourselves back reacclimated. They can't beat their kids, so they pay someone else to do it. That's some funny shit. Well, what y'all expect from colonizers? This is getting racial. Hey, you want to make $1 million off white people take care of their kids? And when we say that, we mean their dogs too. So that's pretty fucking funny. Oh man. Depending on what goes this morning, I might pull up. Hey, yeah, we're gonna pray for you, man. I hope you could beat that case, brother.
Hey, I want to talk about this too real quick, man. the nuts and bolts of life, man. It's going down tonight. Hosted by my guy Ed and Sheena, and you know, me and Bobby will be guest star on that tonight, man. So make sure y'all tap in YouTube channel.
Got to put on my good shirt
of life.
I got to put on my good shirt.
Man, I'm not doing that. I'm putting whatever the fuck I got on is what I'm gonna have on.
Ben's gonna pull up with a wife beater. Yeah, tonight, Nuts and Bolts of Life, Wednesday, 7 p.m. Central Time. Make sure y'all tap in. It's only on YouTube, so go and subscribe to Nuts and Bolts of Life now. After the show, though, after the show, go subscribe to Nuts and Bolts of Life.
I'm not taking a shower for a podcast. That's stupid.
Oh man, okay. I really wish I could be there.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna call you on video chat and just keep showing you on the screen.
What time is it? 7 o'clock?
Yeah, 7 tonight. Hey, let me shout out my homeboy Ty Riggs. He got a dope comedy show called Comedy Typhoon, Second City, 9 p.m. on Sundays. New lineup every week. Ain't booked us yet, but it's cool. Make sure you pop out.
I'm just saying, he ain't booked us yet.
No, it's all good. Ty Riggs a good dude. I met this brother years ago. I haven't seen him in a while, but I see him through social media, through the metaverse, doing his thing. So, Ty Riggs, keep rocking that out. 9 p.m. Follow Ty Riggs. Yak Dog say, me and Ben's bringing the funny to Love's Park tomorrow night at Casey's Pub Comedy. With Marcos Lara, starring Levi Benz. And Ben's Love's Park is not an out-of-town show. I just want to let you know. That shit is an hour and a half away in the same state.
Okay. It is.
It's in the same state, sir.
Well, I know that, but I mean,
and also Gary, Indiana is not an all out of town show either. Just want to tell you that as well. Gary, Indiana.
Yes, it is.
It's an out of. I ain't saying shit about Gary. I ain't saying shit about Gary.
First of all, but it's definitely out of town. It's certainly not Chicago. What do you mean?
Well, Gary is Chicago adjacent.
It's not affiliated with Chicago whatsoever.
It's closer than Love's Park.
It is, but it's not affiliated with Chicago.
I just know that I ain't saying shit negative.
Don't say anything about Gary or Northwest Indiana.
We can't say shit about Gary Coleman. We can't say shit about Gary Owen. We can't say shit about Gary, Indiana. We can't say Gary on this show.
Don't say Indiana Jones. Please.
Gary is out of the area.
Hey, look. I can't do that all the way because I shop in Indiana because it's cheaper. So
I shop at what's that Stratton Bentonville? Is that the grocery store? What is it called?
Gary Bentonville.
We can't say Gary Busey.
We can't say there's Gary Comer sitting over here. Hey, Gary Payton.
Gary Shandling. We can't say Gary no more on this motherfucking show, y'all.
So I have a question for you guys. I don't know if you were finished with your announcements, but something happened at the Hideaway Hideout last night. I don't want to call out any names, but I am because I don't know. This was one of our Urban Lust Cafe favorites, a friend of the cafe, Smitty. Y'all know Smitty? Smitty. Yeah. And Smitty, I don't know. He started, I can't say he started out at the cafe, but that's where I met him. And he would come on. He was just so funny. One of his funniest parts of one of his acts was he just talked about like being ghetto and street and everything. And one of his funniest lines to me was he needs new friends because he's tired of being an accomplice. And all of his jokes are just about his hood life and just all this hood stuff. So we haven't been seeing Smitty at all. And it's because all in the social media streets, he's just booked and busy. He's just out here like working, a working comedian. I'm just so proud of him. We run into him at the Hideaway Hideout last night. I'm like, hey, Smitty, what's up? He like, how you doing? Then he goes to Dude from the Cafe. Oh, what's up, my man? Woo, woo, this and that. You know, and I'm like, you know, because
you wanted the same admiration?
I should get more because Dude from the Cafe, his name is Dude from the Cafe. Because he's just Dude from the Cafe. He just over in the corner on his laptop. I'm the hostess. I'm the MC. Yeah, I'm the one. I'm the face. You know, I have the relationships. So he see him, he's like, oh, my man. And I'm just like,
that's
he's
respect,
talking to him. Yeah. And then I don't know, I guess dude from the cafe like deferred to me. And then Smitty looks at me again like, oh, nice to meet you. I was like, Smitty. And
nice to meet you.
Yeah, my hair has changed. And dude from the cafe was like, this is my wife. He was like, oh shit. So that's
not Schmitty B. It's another comedian named Smitty in Chicago.
Yeah, okay, it's another Smitty. So my point is, he knew who dude from the cafe was. He thought I was another woman though, because I didn't have, my hair was different from the last time he saw me.
You shape shift.
Yes, and I do. When my hair changes, I could look like another person. But he knew that dude from the cafe was married to the last me that he saw. So he saw dude from the cafe with another woman. And he knows me, the other me. So he was cool, like, what's up, my man? Nice to meet you. He was nice to the new bitch. Okay. So my question to you guys is, how y'all cool, nice, and friendly to the new bitch? And y'all gonna be around the old one come next weekend. That's the point, Jack.
Technical difficulties.
No, ain't no technical difficulties. So me and Smitty cool, but now I know that and he knew he fucked up when I was like, oh, you was gonna be cool with it. So now he's like, he can't come back to the cafe.
Let's unpack this.
I'm petty. I'm petty as fuck. And I would literally see that and get on stage, shout dude out from the cafe, and then shout you out and be like, damn, she looked different from that girl I seen you with.
Brother, hey, that's 3 strikes in this one episode, man.
Thank you, as you should. Thank you.
It's 3 strikes today, Benz. You're out.
Yeah.
Yeah, when girls shave their hair, dude, that's shape shifting to me. That's right. That's right, John. Stay out of other people's business.
Yeah, I'm not saying he has to snitch, but he was overly nice to the new bitch, is all I'm saying. But be all at the cafe like, hey, all that with me. And would have come back the next weekend like, hey, you know, I be giving him free popcorn and shit.
Thank you, Huggy. What was he supposed to do? Snitch? That ain't your wife, man.
Not show up next weekend taking my motherfucking free popcorn.
Beans out here dry snitching, man. Matter of fact, Beans, you wet snitching. That ain't even dry snitching. You wet snitching.
Beans is the real one.
Oh, man, I'm not about to do that. I don't get involved in people's domestic situations.
You gonna show up next weekend and get my free popcorn? After hanging out and kicking and being all nice and cordial to the new one?
You get more benefits not snitching. I'm gonna tell you that. You know, you gotta play a role. You know what I'm saying?
The two-faced role.
Now, what if he did snitch?
Chicagoland.
Only your female friends have to be mean to the new bitch.
You don't have to be mean. You don't have to be. You could be like, okay, so then flip the script then. Okay, let's say, Bobby, you out and about. You see Beans' girl out on a date with another dude. Okay. You go up to her like, hey, you know, what's up, sis? Good to see you. This and that. She's with another dude. You're going to be like, oh, what's up, bro? This and that. You're going to be overly kind and everything with him while she out on a date. What you going to do?
I sure will. And as I walk away under my breath, I'll be like, damn, I knew she was a hoe.
Okay.
I'm not getting involved. I don't get involved.
What about you, Beans? You're right, T-Scales. He do be drunk as hell. It turns out he did not recognize me. He did not recognize me. He admitted it. So he was being nice to the new bitch. But go ahead, Beans.
Well, okay, but why shouldn't he be nice to her though?
Why should he be nice to the new girl?
Why shouldn't he be nice? It was nice to you.
He should not be overly nice because I've been overly nice to him. There should be an extent of loyalty. Me and him are not best friends, but I mean, we are very cordial, and I've been overly nice.
But What up, bro? Who the fuck this bitch?
Yeah, that'll be weird energy. And it'll be sassy. We
He don't have
always
to
know.
roll his eyes and suck his teeth, but I don't know. I guess I'm a little loyal to the fault and shit like that.
So you feel as though his loyalty should be stronger to you than it is to Dude from the Cafe because you're the one that provided the platform for him to do stand-up comedy.
I'm not saying all of that, but I will say, to make it a little bit more basic than that, I feel like I've had more interaction with him than Dude from the Cafe, number one. And number two, not even comparing myself to Dude from the
It sounds like your
Cafe.
hair had more interaction with Dude that Smitty, with Smitty. Your hair and Smitty had a connection.
So
I've had more of interaction with Smitty than Dude from the Cafe has.
Had he actually recognized you and knew who you were and not been drunk, and I'm pretty sure the whole thing would have been different.
No, we're not friends. No, we definitely are not friends. I said we're not friends. However, we have had, interactions and stuff. We've been around each other. We've hung with each other and stuff. So, to be like, oh, what's up? How you doing? And we work together in a friendly professional capacity, and I'm giving free popcorn. Don't show up next weekend and get fucking free popcorn is all I'm saying.
I mean, what type of popcorn is it? Is it all
you know
red
what fucking popcorn it is? You've seen the fucking popcorn. Motherfuckers be grateful for that popcorn.
I mean, is it caramel cheese?
No, it's plain motherfucking homemade fresh popcorn, like the movie style popcorn that people love. Maybe
he don't like the popcorn as much as you think he do.
Obviously he don't. Or maybe the bro code is just stronger than the popcorn. I don't know. There's a bro code to you guys.
It is a bro code, and and most of us follow it. A lot of cats pillow talk and talk to women. This is how women find out about shit though. Cause say for instance, if I'm in the streets doing bad and Beans know it, then he laid up with a chick who might know my wife, and he like, man, you will believe that nigga Bobby was out here wilding last night, man. He had 3 hoes, man. He was doing all kind of shit. Yeah. Next thing you know, she go and tell the women delegation. And now the women delegation goes to tell my wife, and it all starts with a nigga pillow talking.
All I'm saying is, if I've met your wife, I've met your girl. Well, you know what? He will never get a comped PB&J from me after his behavior last night. I will never give him a free PB&J.
Smitty needed a Tarantino redemption episode.
Now that I've met your wife, I met your girl. If I see y'all out with some other woman, this is a completely hypothetical situation. She's not going to get a warm and inviting fucking meet and greet from me. She's not. I'm not saying I'm going to attack her or anything like that, but you won't get some approval like, hi, welcome, how are you? And I know that you're married or deeply involved with someone else.
No, I get that. I mean, everybody don't have the same credo. Everybody don't follow the same credo.
But what if it's a new thing though?
A new thing?
Yeah.
And but you're otherwise married and committed to someone else that be around you or that I know?
No. It's about broken up. But
oh, freshly broken up.
Nobody likes the new Becky on Roseanne, bro.
No. So you're freshly broken up and now you're newly dating. I'm going to support you,
right,
my friend or my associate who I see. Oh, that's what's up. I'm happy for you. How are you? Yeah, I would embrace that new person if you've moved on.
And I agree with Shafia, not being respectful is being an asshole. So he didn't recognize you. You went from a Nubian Brace to the Weeping Willow, and both of them look nice, D. Let me.
Thank you. Weeping Willow.
The Weeping Willow do. You just speak and keep it moving. You ain't got to be friends with a motherfucker. Just be cordial and keep it pushing. And that's what Smitty was doing. He did. And also keep in mind the name of the place is The Hideaway.
Hello. So he was okay with whatever was going down.
So The Hideaway just sounds like a place where you take your side chick to. I'm just saying.
I feel like we see a lot of that there.
Hey,
yeah.
Did you get any footage from last night? Any?
I did. I tried to. The Indianimal who was footworking. Did you see that? Let me see. It was an Indianimal. You seen him, the tall light skinned guy.
Before we do that, I wanna play the now this video today is actually a video that D sent me. So we're gonna play that, and then we're gonna talk about it.
Is it PG?
Cause we are in overdrive 10 minutes after the hour.
Yeah, we're gonna rock out. I gotta go take a nap in about 5-10 minutes though. So I got a couple more minutes, man. I gotta take a nap.
Okay.
And I was thinking about grabbing one off your head.
Girl, how you doing?
I got 5 kids with 5 different men.
I'm a great support system. I'm down for that. I love kids.
I'm a hoarder.
I love that show too.
I'm a liar.
I mean, the truth hurt, baby. Why would I want to hurt myself?
I'm abusive.
What?
I beat niggas up.
Well, shit, beat me up. Give me the hands, baby.
I steal.
Shit, you stole my heart. What's up?
I'm a killer.
For real? Oh, I see. Okay. Got it. Till death do us part, baby. It's me and you all day, every day.
You're ugly. You can't dress. You're tacky. Your shoes is dirty. You ain't got no motion. Your hairline's exceeding. I don't fuck with you. Get lost. Scram, nigga. Get out of here.
I got you. But damn, I ain't never had somebody be as real as you. You real, girl. Me and you, we soulmates for sure.
Oh. Hey, that's pretty funny. Hey, good share, D. That's funny as hell.
But that's real life. I shared it because we talked about it briefly a little bit the other day about the smile beautiful, why you ain't smiling, just how guys like approach women. Sometimes it's really that deep, it's that severe. Like back to back, you try to, say, hey, I'm involved. Oh, well, can't you have a friend? Yeah, I'm married. Your husband don't let you, get to know other people. Like it's just on and on and on. You just have to flat out be like, look, nigga, like your breath stink. You're ugly. You're this, you're that. And then that's still okay. Like you like it though. Like they still are okay with whatever you throw at them. Like it's never enough.
It's persistence. I think that at some point, we mentioned on the show before, and I don't give a damn, man. I drop names. Khalil from Chicago, comedian. He was persistent at those comedy clubs trying to get women to go out with him. And his level of persistence led him to being labeled as a fucking creep. So it's a thin line between being persistent and being a fucking creep. I'm not calling Khalil a creep. I'm just saying
that's what
he got labeled as a creep.
That's a good point, T Scales. To be fair, he didn't recognize you, and how would he have known if you and Dude from the Cafe were on it else? You're absolutely right. So listen, Smitty is all right with me. I like him a lot. He's one of my faves. Everybody who comes to is my fave because we all spend time together. We have a good time together. This was just something I wanted to bring to the show just to discuss, right? How do guys respond when you see your homeboy out with somebody else? Are you just like, well, shit, my man, is it all in good fun? Like, that's what's up, Are you keeping secrets? Are you judging? Like, but it seems like everybody is in support of what the dude is doing, and y'all for it.
Let's tap into Smitty. His life is real. The shit he talk about on stage is real. We're talking about a brother with 6 kids and 5 baby mamas. So do you really think
that he would feel a way about anything? No, he wouldn't.
He wouldn't. But if I seen, I say Bobby out with somebody that was not his wife. And I don't know her like that for real, but and I wouldn't tell her, like, if I came over your house,
he did.
I would like leave my phone open with a picture of you and the other girl, just to be like,
bro. At least try to extort me first. Don't
get something out the deal.
Blackmail me, man. See, it's a difference when Black people do shit. We call it snitching. When we tell somebody we snitching because we benefit from it. Beans, that's what white people shit you on, man. You're tattletale.
Hey, look, look. I'm show you the picture first. Hey, man, look. I need $100 a week.
Next thing you know, they're gonna have the whole first 48 crew here in Chicago trying to figure out how Beans is dead. They're gonna be like, well, how did he die? He was threatening to snitch on Bobby.
I sent a little footage from the hideout.
Oh, the footage is here. Look, y'all, if y'all missed the first
snippet of the Indianimal and his dance moves. I didn't really get the bulk of the goodness, but you can just see some of his vigor, if you will, some of his energy that he brought to the Hideaway Hideout.
If I give Benz an Italian beef and a Pepsi, he ain't saying shit. That's what they say in the comments. They said, "Hey, just hit you, hey, and he even gonna order it from me. He gonna be like, let me get hot and sweet peppers, mozzarella cheese, lightly dipped,
At first, I was pissed off about Peter Gunz being host, but he did the damn thing. Like, he was good. He was a little, gangster with it. And he would get with them guys, like, toe to toe. Like, hey, bro, you don't want this. Like, they try to, like, puff up on him. He, like, be ready to fight a few of them right back.
What show is this?
Cheaters.
Okay.
Peter Gunz became the new host.
Yeah, I still like the first guy.
Joey Greco was absolutely
Joey
best.
Greco.
He got stabbed and everything on the show.
Yeah. Did he get stabbed on a boat, or was that one of the?
Yeah, he got stabbed on a boat.
That was a boat. Yeah, Cheetahs, man. If you got Freevee, it's on there.
Oh, it's on Freevee. Okay, I know Hulu plays it sometimes. I think no Peacock.
Freevee is Tubi's white cousin.
Oh, cool.
So look, this is some footage.
Stevie J would be amazing.
Hell no.
He would. He would bring in some ratings.
Stevie J.
Yeah, to be the host of Cheaters.
Yeah, he's a polarizing cat. I like him.
Oh, go ahead. My bad.
No, I was just saying I liked him on that one show, that Love and Hip Hop shit. What would you say, Ben?
Have y'all seen they got a black Cheetahs show on BT? Have y'all seen that?
I don't watch
it's called fuck. I'm gonna look
It's called
it up.
Video Soul. It comes on. It's a host, Donnie Simpson. That's what the show is. It's Video Soul.
He's too young to know who Donnie Simpson is.
I know. That's what my old heads in the comments. I gotta do like one old school reference. I mentioned VHS players yesterday.
Torrance said you're gonna want a beef brisket and mac and tweez.
Oh man, I miss those days. Those were the days.
Yeah, never going back.
Oh, shit. It was last night, y'all.
Wait, we missed it?
That was it.
No.
If y'all just tuned into the morning drive, we on overdrive right now, 17 minutes after the hour.
Yeah,
last night,
you sent me
we were at the Hideaway in Calumet City.
It's at the beginning of the video.
Searching for footage right now. It was such a chaotic environment. Really wasn't conducive to.
It started at the beginning.
The clip is only 10 seconds.
I know, but it's like in the first 5 seconds, like his little jig, his footwork, and his ass twisting.
Yikes.
Let me do it. I'm playing it again.
Last night really just wasn't good.
Oh, you can't see it. It's far away. See, he's finished already. You didn't see the footwork.
It was a lot going on last night. It was a lot going on last night. If you missed out, tacos and tequila Tuesdays, and that shit was crazy. Very chaotic environment. I didn't get to go up until about 11 o'clock last night, and it was a lot going on. D, again, I appreciate you for showing up. Dude from the cafe, I appreciate you all for showing up. I never want to see y'all there again.
So that show is called Caught in the Act, Unfaithful.
Caught in the Act.
Yeah, he was on something.
Okay, and then they're gonna end up on Fatal Attraction on TV1. I got you.
Yeah,
Fatal Attraction is a good show.
It really is. It really is. I think I'm gonna watch it while I take my nap, because I gotta take me a nap. I only got about 4 hours of sleep, so I'm done talking for the day. I don't have much. And we may or may not have a show on. He was off something. Yeah, heroin, cocaine. He was smoking and snorting something.
Gas station pills. Gas station pills with the stick figure.
That's the type of motherfucker that put 211, mixed 211 in Red Bull.
Yeah, I agree, Torrance.
Yeah, T Scales. If y'all ever see me post a flyer of me doing anything at the Hideaway, I want you to come to my address if you know where I live and take a big ass boot from Popeye the Sailor Man's cartoon, preferably from Bluto, and hit me in the fucking head with it, because I'm never going back to that place again.
Was it confirmed that Tyler Perry was now the owner of BET or no?
He backed out the deal. Something didn't go right, so he's not.
Okay.
Yeah, Tyler Perry he created a deal with Netflix, so that's why you see a lot of Tyler Perry stuff on Netflix right now.
There is a lot of Tyler Perry things. Well, like ownership in Netflix or just like distribution?
More so distribution.
Quantity over quantity.
Yeah. So I fuck Tyler Perry too. I try to be nice. I try and do like little shows, like these little hood shows. But honestly, and I hate to sound bougie, but I'm past that stage of my career where I have to do shows like that. So
yeah.
Thanks for the invite. Thanks for the offer, but I will be politely declining any more hood shows. I'm not talking about a bar show. I'm talking about a show that's just not conducive to comedy. Don't call me, don't message me, don't text me, and I will, hey, right here in advance, politely, fuck you.
I mean, all jokes aside, I mean, it's a blessing and your right to be able to curate and choose, right, how and what projects you want to do.
Yeah,
I think me and Ron was talking about that yesterday.
It's at a point now where and that's what it boils down to, unless they pay well. But I gotta tell you, if you got 25 motherfuckers on one show, it's not paying well.
Yeah, even still, we just say all money isn't good money, right? Still other things to consider.
My expectation going into last night, and this is why I didn't prepare, because I prepared for it like it was an open mic. I didn't. I just pulled up, did what I did, and I cleverly talked about what was going on in the room. I didn't create no set. Normally I grab me a little index card and I write down what I'm gonna talk about for the night. I did none of that.
Any footage of you last night?
I think it's something on Instagram. So if I could find it, I'll send it to you. But shit was by the time I went up, I was tired. 25 comments on the lineup. Let me go up first. I really wanted to go somewhere in the middle, because by the time I got up, the audience wasn't there. Again, we talked about the show last night, Tacos and Tequila at the Hideaway in Calumet City, hosted by my good homie, comedian Raysky. And this is no disrespect to him as a person, but like I said, I don't think he hosted it well. I don't think he produced it well. I think it was a lot of whack shit going on in the room last night. There was unnecessary twerking going on. I seen way too many jeans with holes in them. And ladies, the shit ain't cute. I gotta tell you, if you're wearing some fucking jeans and you got a big ass hole in the thigh meat area, and all we see is thigh tattoo and thigh meat, it looks bummish to me.
yourself.
And I
feel
she got
like the fat ass thighs.
There may have been some children there, but it was some kids that didn't look like they were of age.
It was a lot of it was a lot going on. It was a lot of young shit going on in the room, and you know what? Maybe I'm just too old for certain rooms. You ball, who cares? Oh man, she's talking to you, D. So look, but no, it's okay. You know, it happens, man. A lot of things happen. I even told the audience last night, this isn't the worst show I've ever been on. This isn't the worst.
What's the worst?
No.
The one before that was the worst.
The one before that, yeah.
At the same location?
Yeah. I think, honestly, I was able to get through a set. Shafia said she invented them jeans. Shafia ain't nothing wrong with at me. Nothing wrong with it. But me personally, I just think the way you rock it, it got to be like tight. Don't be wearing no loose ass jeans and then you got a big ass hole in them. Now it just looks weird. But that's just my take on that. But
I prefer those than the ones with the boo-boo stains you just mentioned.
Oh yeah, if y'all missed that in the first hour, the lady at the bar last night with some ice wash jeans. I haven't seen ice wash jeans since like 1994.
Well, they came back out. They're trending now. Okay,
I missed that episode of Real Life. It's always the niggas that live in the worst areas that be too good for the hood. That's me. That's me right there, Yak. Too good for the hood, and I live there. That's,
what the fuck, okay.
But no, it's all good though. I mean, it's just a live and learn lesson. But you know what? A positive from last night. For my Chicago comedians, I tapped in with D-Man. I walked up on D-Man at the bar, grabbed his shoulder. I said, "What up, bro? No beef." And I'm like, "Hey, man, the whole fucking comedy community chose sides. If y'all not familiar, D-Man is the handicapped comedian that we all know and love, and he does a show out there at the Hidden Hookah Lounge out in East Chicago, Indiana. He got one bad hand, one good one.
I walked saw up him. Was that the one that y'all was on the show talking about the hand?
Yes.
I saw him and I saw the hand. I was like, I think that's the one whose hand he was talking about. I did see him.
Yeah, that's the only hand like that in Chicago.
That's how I knew that's who y'all was talking about.
Did you talk to him? No.
Yeah. I sat there and chopped it up with him. We joked about the beef. I was like, man, people really think we beefing, and contrary to popular belief, I'm not beefing with D-Man. D-Man is actually my cousin. So we
oh wow.
Yeah. So I talk shit because he talks shit. And that was that.
Hey, Ty Riggs. Hey, fuck you. Out West ain't shit.
I'm not kicking it out West. My GPS doesn't even work out West.
But did you shake his hand? I tried to. It wouldn't open up yet. That is so rude. Hey, Dr. Claw ass hand. That's funny, man. But D-Man, good dude. Make sure y'all do support, follow comedian D-Man, Hidden Hookah Lounge. He runs a showcase there. Ain't no beef, man. But we definitely got jokes. Definitely got jokes. And T-Scales, I did not apologize to him. We just chuckled about it. You know, I still think he owed me some money.
I was going to say that the difference between BB Wright and Beans. BB Wright is okay with, making amends and apologizing. Beans don't like that.
Yeah. Unless the morning drive is under attack. And then next thing you know, we're going to have an all-female comedy show at Darren's Cocktail Lounge on a Monday night. Hearing nothing but high-pitched voices and dick and pussy jokes.
And I'm thinking about doing it once a month. I'm going to do it again.
Yeah,
I think you should.
Yeah, I'm gonna block your ass. That's what's gonna happen. I'm gonna block Beans. But hey, Beans, take us out, man. I gotta get some rest, man. I gotta get some rest.
Okay. I do appreciate everybody for watching and listening and tuning in. Once again, if you're on YouTube, make sure that you are subscribed to the channel. You see my voice starting to come back a little bit.
No.
Oh, hey, shout out to T-Scales, man. He gave me some tea and like a boxing bitch. I drank 3 of them.
Everybody that had old granddad before, man.
No, ain't no old granddad. This is some shit. I don't know where you got it from, but it's good. But
hibiscus.
Hibiscus. Make sure you tune in tomorrow, same time, same place. D-Lux, Be Right. I'm Basic Comedian. We appreciate y'all for watching. Have a rest of your good day.
Comedy and karaoke tonight. Urban Lux, get that. Peace and love, y'all.
4 to 9.
Oh, yeah.
Bye.